Last night we were in prayer with some friends, and the Lord showed me this imagery. I just wanted to share it in case it could bless somebody else. So, in the image, there was a child of God, and they were sitting with Jesus, and they were kind of pointing to the horizon in the distance and saying, "What am I going to do when that happens?" It was a conflict. It was something that they were going to have to deal with that was unpleasant. There was a conflict, and they were kind of sitting with Jesus, worrying and pointing way off in the distance, saying, "What am I going to do when I get there? Like, tell me, what am I going to do?" And Jesus was taking the person's hand and saying, "No, don't look at that. Walk with me until we get there. Walk with me. And when we get there, you'll be ready because you have been with me the whole time." The journeying with Jesus, right? And I thought about how in the wilderness, the Israelites were given manna, but they weren't allowed to collect any manna for the next day. They had to go out every day and get that day's manna. And if they tried to hoard it or worry about tomorrow, it would be no good. So that's the same concept where Jesus is saying, if you worry about tomorrow, you're going to be no good. Be with me daily and don't worry about what you're going to do when you get there. Because if you're communing with me until you get there, your character will be ready. My spirit will give you what you need. Even with friendships, family, even ministry assignments. Sometimes God will call us somewhere and we'll just kind of point off in the distance and be like, "Oh, I can't handle that. What about this? What about that?" And we start worrying. And Jesus is like, if I'm taking you there and you're holding my hand the whole way there, you will be ready. You will have what it takes. You will have the integrity. You will have my spirit with you because I'm sending you. And that's the difference. If God is sending us somewhere, he will give us the grace and the strength and the character and the wisdom by his spirit to be able to handle it. So sometimes, we're looking at something in the future and we're either saying, "I don't want to deal with that," or "How am I going to handle that?" And we're stressing the whole way there instead of focusing on Christ, who will be our strength. Christ who will be the one who gives us what we need in that moment, right? He says, let every day, like, don't worry about tomorrow, he said, because each day has its own worries. That means go to him every day. Be like, today, this is what's in front of me. Jesus, I need you to go with me. Be with me today. Cover me. Give me wisdom. Give me strength. We go to him every day. We don't just try to wing it on our own. Because when we try to wing it on our own, we miss out on the fellowship with Jesus because we're stressing and we're worrying and we're letting fear have control. And we're depending on ourselves. A lot of times when God takes us somewhere that's uncomfortable or has conflict, we think, well, I'm going to mess up, or I'm not going to be able to handle it, or I'm going to get hurt. And we're focusing on ourselves. We're almost making ourselves an idol because the Lord said to lean not on our own understanding, acknowledge him in all our ways, and he'll make the path right for us. So I just wanted to share that with someone today, and I hope it blesses you. It blessed me when he showed me. Have a good Sunday.